Hello fellow YouTubers, and today I'm in the Marceau. Now I haven't used this ship in a while, so you know, rust is real and all that, but what I have noticed in the past, and I don't think this has changed, we'll find out, is that people in rank players don't seem to understand how the Marceau works. They don't get the play, right? They think we're a standard destroyer that just waltzes into caps and contests them. We have 7-kilometer detect people. We are very easy to detect. We cannot get into a spot battle or a stealth battle with other destroyers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to B. Got the speed boost on. Cap B, and then I'm going to go down and start probing C and see if we can get into C. We're very good at taking the off cap, the cap nearest the team. Not the main cap. A, the off cap. However, of course, our Yugumo has his own ideas. He's made a rather bad choice there, but he's decided that he's going for B. Now, why did I say he made a bad choice? Yugumo has a detect of around 5.6 kilometers, meaning he can outspot the Venom and the Hayat on the enemy team, meaning he could have slipped into A, lit the targets, okay, and then kited away if things got a little interesting. He's also got smoke, which I don't have, which allows him to disengage invisibly. Yeah. And that the enemy team don't have radar cruisers. So, minus points for him. Honestly, that's not how to play a Yugumo, okay? Just don't do that. Don't do what this Yugumo did. He's got the radar cruiser with him as well, Stalingrad. Okay. Worcester's noticed. He's our radar cruiser. Now, I actually think the Worcester might actually be upset with me because I'm not going straight into A. I'm just going to show him positioning. But he could also be upset with the Yugumo because Yugumo's not doing his job. So what we're doing is we're going to slide down the inside of the outside of these islands. And I'm looking for the Venom. Yeah, Worcester's not happy. Yeah, he's not happy at all. Yeah, well, I've been given the Yugumo's job, and I can't do it. This is how you play a French destroyer. You flank. You spot from the flank, you get behind the enemy, and then you cause trouble, and you distract. You run distraction, okay? What that means is you get the attention of an enemy player, and you keep their attention on you so that your team can help you to burn that player down. There's the Mecklenburg, so I've spotted him for the team. Now I'm lit, so I'm thinking there's a destroyer nearby. Got to be a destroyer nearby. And there he is. I'm just going to dip into the island to avoid those shells. There's a Venom. Okay, so we know the Venom was capping. We know where the Mecklenburg is. Worcester's gone back to the corner. Probably wise. I think the Mecklenburg would have got him if he'd followed me. And I'm just going to reverse up a little bit, and then I'm going to go straight forward, because guess what Venoms do? Yeah, there they are. Right on cue. Paid actor, clearly. They drop torpedoes in channels, right? That's what they do. So let's not reverse into them, right? Okay, so what am I doing? The team know I'm here, the enemy team know I'm here, so I've taken their attention away. Something's hydroed me. It's probably a cruiser. Oh, it's the Austin. And he's so close! Oh my god, he's so close! Hello, Austin. Struggling with those torpedo angles. and there you go, the French effect. The problem he had there was his torpedo angles aren't as good as mine. That was all it was, and I am faster, a lot faster. I mean, I can do 55 knots, and, you know, what can I say? I outmaneuvered him, and down he went. He did get to shoot me a little bit, but we don't care. That's our job. You know, we're here to take a little pain and deliver a lot of punishment. 40,000 damage down. First blood. Devastating strike. What can I say? Meanwhile, the Worcester sits on the corner. The Venom is looking for me now. He's heading south. The Smolensk is in smoke, so we know where the Smolensk is now. The Mecklenburg's been dealt with. Probably because he spent so much time trying to figure out how to kill me, he didn't notice that he was in he was being pincered by the Iwami and the Worcester. So they managed to get the Mecklenburg down, which is quite exceptional, really. And I'm just going to hang here now. I'm waiting for Smolensk to get me on hydro, but he hasn't yet. So what's the range on Smolensk hydro? 5 kilometers. Okay. I'm hoping, well, I was praying that the Benim would come after me, because that would be a mistake that I could punish. But he is very sensibly staying close to his Smolensk. There's the Smolensk hydro I was worried about. Now we're just going to move out of range of that. Waiting for the inevitable fire. Is he going to shoot at us? I think he had his turrets on the Worcester. But I suspect that got his attention. Now he knows where we are and we're heading south. I wanted to appear on the minimap. I want them to know where I am. I want them to come and do something about it so our Worcester and Awami can pull in. Oh, the Benham's decided to do a YOLO on the Awami. Wow. Okay. And here comes the Smolensk. Okay, he took the bait. And we're just going to swallowtail away. Going to avoid as much of this as possible. We've got the French saturation, so his HE won't do a lot of damage to us. And there we go. Okay, now I'm out of range of his guns. He's still going to keep firing at me, I think. And the Worcester can now open up on him without worrying about Smolensk going for him. The Benim and the Awami exchanged. God, what a game. Yugumo is hunting the Hayat, trying to keep him lit for the Kurfürst and the Stalingrad. I'm not too sure what the Kurfürst is doing. I assume he's avoiding Hayat torps. And the Stalingrad is supporting the Yugumo. Meanwhile, I think the Worcester's finally realised that there's nothing guarding A anymore and that he can go in and cap with impunity. Because I am currently kiting the Smolensk away from the cap. And this is French destroyer play. You get in their faces, you give them plenty to worry about, and then you start moving them away from your fleet. And with a bit of luck, they'll offer broadsides, they'll get shot to bits. If that doesn't happen, that's fine. You can wait for them to make a mistake, and when they make the mistake, you punish them. What I did effectively was draw 2 ships away from the conflict. I took out the Austin, and I kept the Smolensk busy, and they were cruisers, which are pretty important parts of a ranked fleet's armory. Okay, so the Worcester's now firing on the Smolensk. And capping. Because I've got the Smolensk lit. As you can see, my spot damage is at 21,953. Not the best shot in the world, right? Oh, there you go, 23k. It's quite hard to aim Worcester guns at range, to be honest. They have quite high arcs. Okay, meanwhile, Smolensk is starting to show me his broadside as he chases me down the map. I don't know why he's still going in that direction, smoking. He wants the Worcester off his case. He hasn't gone in his smoke, which means he's still lit by me as he's still running. And so I'm going to hit AP now. Let's see if we can get some citadels on him. He's showing a lot of broadside. Here they come. Down you go. Bye-bye. Oh, man. And there we are. Classic French Marceau play. And one very confused team that made a lot of bad choices. What a game. What a game. So, yes, French destroyers play completely differently to any other destroyer you know. Okay. Except the really fast ones. There are 1 or 2 exceptions, but not many. Okay. I'm going to compliment the Awami for taking the Benim with him. Good job, sir. Okay, not the biggest damage game, but I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did just playing that match. That was funny. I had no idea that the Smolensk was going to smoke and then not hide in it. That was bizarre. 6 citadels. Okay, I'll show you the build. What a match. Okay, grab some research points and let's have a look. So this is a classic French build. This build is actually for the Kleber. But I run this guy in my Marceau. The only difference between a dedicated Marceau build and the Kleber, if I'm brutally honest, would be grease the gears, take that away, because the turret rotation on the Fantasque, the Mogador, and the Kleber along with some of the previous destroyers, is absolutely dreadful. With greaser gears, you get it down to around 18 seconds for a 180-degree turn, which is livable. It's still not great, but it's doable. So what do we do with the Marceau? Take preventative maintenance instead. So you end up with, this is your first pick, second, third, fourth, fifth, and then it's up to you whether you value the gun range over the DPM out of these two. So your choice as to which of these two to take next. Personally, I usually take Fearless Brawler, and then I take the gun range. You don't have to take gun range. You could make this an ambusher and just play the ambush style and not turn it into a ambusher stroke farmer. I quite like having the range because you can sit behind islands, you get nice high arcs, and you can work like a light cruiser to burn down targets because you have decent fire chances on the HE. You could take this one, and then you've got maximum DPM. Okay, you get an extra 5% off your reload time. Not critical, but, you know, nice to have. And then use that last point on something along the lines of consumable specialist to reduce your cooldowns. Okay, just have a look at the equipment. That's what I was running. And that just leaves me to say I hope you enjoyed the match as much as I did playing it. And if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you all for watching. Thank you.